What's up, dearest wonderful people? It's Oliver here. So hopefully right now you're doing your part to flatten the curve and help slow down the spread of this virus by social distancing. And in this time of quarantine, you may find yourself wasting away the hours, just on Netflix and Instagram, and finding yourself in pits of boredom. And just first of all, before I go any further, I want y'all to know that I fully comprehend that boredom is not the most severe repercussion of this pandemic. Lives are being lost. And it's a very sad and confusing time that we're in, but because the demographic I am in myself and relate to and understand the most are teenagers, that's kind of the biggest problem we're facing right now. It's not even a problem, but it's what I can speak on, so I'm only going to speak on what I can. So it's okay to get bored, but what's not okay is to not do anything about it. And posting YOLO on your Snapchat story is not doing something about it. So I've decided to use this time for self-improvement and working on myself instead of wasting away the hours. I feel like this time is precious, and there's definitely a negative way to look at all of this because there are a lot of negative aspects of the time we're going through right now. But to me, there's always a glass half full way of looking at different situations. I don't think that everything in life happens for a reason, but I believe that with most things, there's a positive spin on it, a positive way to look at it. So in this case, I feel like, we don't get to see our friends every day. We're all alone. It's easy to get bored. Sports are canceled, but we could also look at it as a time to spend with ourselves and work on ourselves and make ourselves independently the best person that we can. And I do consider myself an extrovert, but this has kind of shown me in a way that I hadn't previously understood that time alone is very valuable for anybody. So now I'd like to share 10 things that you can do in quarantine to improve your being. I've divided them up into 3 sections, mind, body, and soul. So let's start with those physical improvements. So number 1, yoga. Basically stretching on crack, and just feels really good, and it's refreshing and clears my mind. Number 2, go on a run. So I love running. It's a passion of mine, but also you don't have to be a runner or be an athlete to enjoy a nice run. Obviously it's good for you, and also I find that on a run and after a run, it brings me a state of mental clarity and bliss, and I just feel elated after I run. Okay, now on to mind. Number 3, study a passion. So for me personally, I want to be an apartment maintenance technician and a plumber when I'm older. So I spend a large amount of time watching plumbing training videos and home repair videos. I love it. That might not be your favorite pastime, but I really do enjoy it. And I also, in addition to the maintenance, I want to be a cross-country coach. So I do spend a lot of time also watching running training videos so I can get that kind of knowledge into my head. Both of these topics are really interesting to me, and learning about them now will pay off in the future. So study a passion. Number 4, learn a language. So learning a language is very powerful because once you learn a language, you then have the ability to communicate with potentially millions more people, and that's a beautiful thing. And also it kind of opens up your eyes and opens up your mind to different cultures. So I'm studying Japanese right now, and I don't really mess with Duolingo, but I do watch Terrace House, which is a Japanese reality TV show, and that is how I'm progressing my understanding of the Japanese language. 5, edit some videos. So for me, obviously, since I make YouTube videos, I love editing, but even if you're not a YouTuber or something, I'm sure you have videos of your friends that you filmed when you're out and about. Snip that together, and I think you'll end up with a beautiful little video that brings back a bunch of memories and puts a smile on your face. So it's a fun little activity. Give it a try. Number 6, read. So I feel like school has had a detrimental effect on our perception of books and the activity of reading, because in school we are forced to read books that we don't really want to read, but the truth is that there's so many fascinating books out there, and we have the power to pick up a book and learn about whatever we would like to, and delve into a story. It's a beautiful thing. Right now I'm reading a personal finance book and a book called The 4 Agreements, which is a guide to personal freedom, and they're both very insightful, and I find that it takes discipline to start, but once I get reading, it's hard to put it down. All right, now moving on to improvements for your soul. Number 7, meditation. So meditation is very calming, and it's good to bring you into a state of bliss and just to focus on your breath and that present moment. Sometimes I do meditation, but I'm kind of antsy, so meditation isn't really my thing, but I know a lot of people do see great benefits from it. So give it a try. Number 8, journaling. So for me, journaling isn't something that I do when I'm in a negative state of mental health. It's something that I do to maintain a good state of mental health. And you might think I have nothing really to write about, my emotions are good, but just explore, and then once you get going and the words flow off your pen or your pencil, then I feel like there will be a lot more words on the page than you had anticipated. Number 9, play an instrument, write a song. I play the ukulele, so I enjoy messing around with different tunes and lyrics. It's just a hobby I have, and if you play an instrument, then you should give it a try. Number 10. So we've established that working on yourself and your independent soul is very important and valuable, but that doesn't mean you should forget about your loved ones. And right now, as a time more than ever, I feel like especially it's important to check in on our loved ones and maintain our social life, because no matter who you are, just for human beings in general, that social interaction and human connection is incredibly valuable. So check in on your loved ones. And for this video, I FaceTimed some of my best friends, and I interviewed them and asked them how they're spending their quarantine days, and maybe hearing from them in addition to me, that those multiple perspectives will give you more of an insight into how you can implement productive habits into your self isolation. So here you go. Oh, what's up, cutie? What's up, bro?
Nothing much, bro. Just chilling. My name is Harrison Boso. Oliver he's the love of my life. And but so my advice, whenever we're in school, there's always like things that we want to try that we never like have enough time to like actually like spend time on.
Mm-hmm.
So like just focus on the things that like you wanted to do before that you never had the time for. So like for example, like for me, like making healthier breakfasts, like trying out new like cooking, trying out new things that you can do in the house without infecting others. But just try to schedule yourself out to make sure you're not, because it's really easy to just be a slob, but you know, try not to be.
Harrison's no slob, I'll have you know.
Nope.
Alright, thank you, buddy.
Hi guys, Courtney here, Oliver's girlfriend. Just a quick message about the quarantine. I know that times can be rough right now and it gets kind of boring, but use this time to improve yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally. Work out, change your hair up, spend this time with your family. I know being with your family as a teenager can get kind of overwhelming and boring, but utilize that time to really remind yourself how important they are to you. And have a great quarantine. Bye!
Oh, that was great.
Okay.
Let's go, baby.
Wait, is it going now?
It's going, baby.
I
Alright.
can't.
Bro, you can. Bro, you can.
I need to make a list.
Bro, you don't need a list.
It has two things.
Okay. Let's go.
I have to introduce myself.
Just hi, I'm Julian.
Hi, I'm Julian.
Yeah.
Basically, I mean, I've been working out every day, which is good because I have my cousin's track workout that she gave me.
Respectable.
And then I still have like Google Classroom assignments and stuff, so I've been doing that. I did take notes over a whole AP Chem chapter.
Wow.
Don't isolate yourself too much.
Bro, how is that good advice?
Like, isolate yourself physically, but not socially.
Oh, that's very insightful. That's inspirational. Thank you.
My name is Carmen, and this corona occasion, I've been trying to not wake up at 3 p.m. every day, because that makes me feel like shit, and you shouldn't do that either. But I have been keeping my room clean every day, and I've been doing my bullet journal.
That's
So
wholesome.
that be productive. Yeah.
Okay, so my name is Koko I'm a 17-year-old from DC, and I've been friends with Oliver for about 3 years now.
Let's go,
I've been making
baby.
videos with him, and I've really been trying to use this time to kind of get my life together, because overall I've just been super unhappy with my whole creative process and my work ethic, I guess, as a whole. I'm going to be completely honest here. With the first few days of this whole coronavirus break, I was playing like 16 hours of Minecraft a day.
Okay.
I'm not even joking. And I would use the rest of the time to just like skate and eat and sleep.
Skating is productive, though.
Skating is productive, and
That's very healthy.
Yeah. Like I've actually been putting in work with skateboarding, which is another benefit of this break, I guess.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know, like that whole like Minecraft like buzz kind of like fell apart after like a couple of days. I got bored of it. So right now I've just been kind of like trying to structure my day in a way that it, like allows me to like make videos. I don't have online school. Like there's no assignments that I need to do.
Nice.
If you've been following my channel, like you definitely know that I don't upload at all, and I'm sitting on a bunch of footage, and I always say that I'm gonna edit it, but I never do. I'm just I've just really like been wanting to make videos for the longest time, and I feel like with school and social media and my social life as a whole, I've just been like super overstimulated, and I haven't had time to focus on just like one thing at a time.
Yeah,
so,
I feel that
I'm
too.
I'm just trying to do that right now.
That's awesome.
But yeah, man.
Let's go. Let's go. Thank you. That was beautiful.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Pick up, bro. Abraha. Okay.
What's up? I'm Abraha, Oliver's cross-country and track team captain. I'm also his friend, I guess. I've become attuned with my natural surroundings. I've been going on trail walks alone by myself, and I've been writing in my notebook just a couple of here's an example. Don't know if you can see that. Drew a little bit, wrote a little bit, you know. Pretty interesting.
That's beautiful.
I've been I had a little art sculpture here. His name is Bronculus. You see, I've been talking to him. I'm kind of losing my mind, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
It happens to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I've had my heart broken during this quarantine. That's pretty cool.
But that's why you have your homies here to support your soul.
Yeah, that's why I have Oliver, such a big person in my life, truly. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. You should probably check up on me in the next couple of days to make sure I haven't gone insane. That'd be really cool. Oh wait, one more thing. It gets me very upset that the day after I finally get my hair cut, okay, we just don't have school. So I know. This haircut all alone. Oliver hasn't even seen it in person yet.
I know, it's sad. I probably won't for a while.
All right, Oliver. Well, this is me signing off. Okay.
Thank you for your input. Much love, bro.
Of course. Love you, man.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that and hope you got some value from that. I love my friends. You guys are so wonderful. But also a little disclaimer, I do not partake in all these 10 habits that I told you about earlier in the video every day. I'm not some kind of superhuman, and I am still really trying to work on the muscle of discipline in my mind. But I just thought that I'd share this with you, and hopefully now you can have a more productive quarantine. So as I stated earlier in the video, the effects of this pandemic are much greater than just boredom. You know, some people are struggling to pay their bills. Some people are even struggling to put food on their table because they can't work right now. So if you can find it in your heart and can spare the money, I've left a link in the description below to Feeding America, an organization that helps provide food to families in need during this hard time. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And also, I'd love to hear how you all are spending your self-isolation. Tell me in the comments below what habits you're keeping up. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Peace out. Respect your elders. Have a euphoric rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.